Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I am Andy Ruther coming to you live from the Smut Shack in Venice Beach, California, with my co-host, Joey No Chill Prano.
Oh, I'm the co-host. I thought I might be on the Dent Report. I thought Matty might be the co-host.
Well, you've already introduced him. The one and only Matty Goldberg is back on Dirty Sports.
Who's the host and who's the co-host of the Dent Report?
I'm the co-host.
Okay.
We've discussed that, actually.
Andy runs the show.
But he does it.
Are we being videotaped right now?
Yeah, we're being videotaped.
All right, cool. So
that's the camera. No, the camera's in front.
Hey,
the
guys.
camera's in front.
Are we streaming live or no?
I
No.
can't believe Matty doesn't get more television work. Is this thing on?
It's like
What do you think the red light means?
Marv Albert.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked, right? I got this new Mevo camera, and guys, subscribe to us on YouTube because we are going to be filming every single episode. Is it DSN or DSPN?
DSPN.
Yeah, it's DSPN.
The Dirty Sports Network is happening, and we're filming, and I'm excited. And Matty, I mean, your mug is going to be the first video with this new camera.
I wore a nice Jets shirt. I'm not a Jets fan, but it's Tim Tebow, so I wanted to be like creative.
Did you buy it?
A friend of mine gave it to me. I was like, I love Tim Tebow. Which I missed the whole Tim Tebow year of football. It was
missed
fun.
it?
Yeah, no, I mean, I miss it.
I mean, there was more than a year.
It was like 4 or 5 really fun games.
Yeah.
Where like he sucks, but they win, and you're like how to you start believing in Jesus for like 4 weeks, because he was so bad, but they're winning.
You're I think Matty's the only one who misses Tebow mania.
Yeah.
And then people are just like, when is the league is just gonna get rid of him? He's terrible.
What about XFL?
Sucks. I'm such a big football fan, so I'm an old man. I go back to the original XFL, and I would be like,
it was the 40s.
Yeah. But I was so excited to watch these games, and then by like the second quarter, I'm sleeping, like fast asleep.
But that's probably you during NFL Sunday.
Oh no, I had the ticket, so I'm switching channels. I got like 3 computers with my fantasy teams.
What's going to go on at this Super Bowl party? Because I'm worried. I've heard that like random dirt balls are coming.
Oh yeah.
I feel like this is a bad idea.
But don't you want to like share it with some of the?
I'm going to tell I'm actually going to say it right now so that they know. During the Super Bowl, talk to Goldberg because he invited you to his house.
Yeah.
Or talk to Ruther. I ain't trying to fucking have fanboy day at the Super Bowl. Before or after
there's
the
very
show.
few dirt balls. There's only I think 2 or 3.
But see, this, you know what? You just brought up something which I can't ever understand. You're a dick blatantly saying, I don't want to deal with fanboy, but yet on social media, the dirtballs are always attempting to go after me.
Yeah.
And they treat you like you're a fucking reverend king.
Yeah, I don't know what
dilly.
Yeah. Well,
dilly.
the most important thing is to be genuine. I'm not lying. I'm just saying like I'm going there to watch the Super Bowl. I'm not trying to have people be like, oh, what is it like when you do the show? How close do you sit to Ruther?
I'll handle that.
You guys, whatever. Like, I'm just saying, I'm always honest with all these guys. Guys, hit me up on fucking Twitter. Hit me up on DMs. People always get a real answer from me. They hit you up on DMs. You're like, Google it, fam. Are you retarded?
Yeah,
Google it, fam.
But that's a real Andy Ruther answer.
That's just fucking rude.
No. This is unbelievable. Me being like, dude, you shouldn't start a podcast is me being me. That's
You literally answer Google it, fam, to every single question that you get.
Because I get so many dumb fucking questions.
When when they come, I will give them instructions. Don't look Joe in the eye.
Yeah, thank you.
And one guy,
You get 2 questions at halftime each.
From
Okay,
Oregon.
so think about them.
I mean, a guy wants to fly in from Oregon just to be at the Super Bowl party.
You should be Matty, come on. Where's your Jewish business sense? You should be charging admission to this shit.
But I think it's good for you guys to show that like you're one of them. Oh, let's hobnob.
Yeah. No, we are. I'm not going to talk to fucking Ruther during the Super Bowl either. gonna watch the game.
And then Miss Yukon.
No one's gonna talk to Ruther because he's gonna be tweeting on 11 accounts. He's like, "This is my big day. This is the Super Bowl for me." It's like it's actually the Super Bowl for everybody.
So, Matty, what can we expect? You're having the Super Bowl party.
A swimming pool.
You keep bringing up the pool, but who's going into the pool?
I'm going in the pool.
There's a game going on.
No, but the party's starting at like 1. So I'm going to do a little swim in a little hot tub pregame before the game, and then I'm going to watch the game. We got like 100 wings from the best wing place in my neighborhood. Ye Rustic Inns. Fucking fabulous.
Wait, is that hole in the wall bar you took me to?
Yeah, that you
and
didn't like.
It took them 90 fucking minutes
Their
to
wings
bring us
are
our
amazing.
food.
Their wings are amazing. I know they're not boneless.
If you want to support the Super Bowl party, hit up the Thust Fund because I know Maddie's probably paying for wings on layaway.
I'm dropping 130 on the party. me and the lady, like, we both budget. We both drop 130. She's making killer meatball sliders. There's gonna be some girls there. I don't know if you guys are single. I know Andy's single. Miss Yukon has a very, very attractive friend.
How old is she?
She is in her 20s, mid-20s.
Yeah,
and
so young.
She did say you were cute.
I'm 38 years old. Is she cute enough where I could like safely carry her on my back?
Well, it'd be fun to see you guys compete for.
No, I'm
Joe
not
has
competing
a girlfriend.
for anybody.
Okay.
Joe-
Well, I'll show you. You saw the picture.
I didn't see a picture.
I'll show you a picture.
I mean,
I'm
not against looking at the picture. You know,
Do you want to see?
I mean, not right now.
Do it
Okay.
after the show. We got a lot to get through today.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Super Bowl stuff to get through.
But I think Andy's got a good chance to score. You can cock block.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Well, no, I plan to walk in on the third time they're having sex, and she'll be like, "Oh, I only fuck him every other day. I'm sorry."
It's a callback to the Dent Report. You guys should check that out.
Call back to you being a cuck.
What are you talking about? How is that making me a cuck? Can someone explain that to me?
Well, you know what cuck is short for, right?
Cuckold?
Cuckold, yeah.
But what does that mean?
I don't even know what
it's
cuck
it's the person who gets cheated on.
Yeah, but he wasn't in a relationship.
But he was. Look, you're now out, right, Ruther? I didn't hear the Dent Report. I just heard the stories.
Let's
about
just
the
say
Dent
I'll be
Report.
coming to the smut check a lot more for the Dent Report.
The Dent
now.
Report has just moved locations.
I mean,
Forever.
yeah, I haven't seen her since that day. I'm not probably going to continue to have sex with her.
Because
no.
you're upset about being cucked.
Well, I wasn't cucked, Prano. I mean, no, that's just the wrong usage of that. It's like, whatever, shit went down. It doesn't mean that. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this shit right now. Save it for Denton Report. Anyway, Super Bowl. Let's get to it. Matty,
Who's playing?
your Patriots.
Yes.
Our Patriots.
Our Patriots.
Go Pats.
America's Patriots.
America's team.
You know what, guys? There's no way I can root for the Eagles. I just can't.
See? You still haven't even you've experienced Eagles fan light and you can't do it. Imagine if you actually experienced Eagles fans.
It is like they've established a crazy society in Philadelphia of just pillaging that area. It's just sick.
But I hate to beat a dead bush. Yes, we're going to say that on purpose.
Yeah.
I saw Prano and some people going at it again on Twitter today, and I couldn't do it. And you guys are probably sick of hearing it. But again, I just don't know what people. We live in this age. I blame Trump with all this fake news shit.
Yeah.
People, they don't want to just.
Somebody was literally saying it's a lazy media narrative. You're basically saying fake news.
That's exactly what this guy is saying. You don't want to acknowledge. Here's the point, and then we'll move on to the actual game. This is the point that Joe and I have basically consistently been making for.
There was an adult man on Minnesota local news on the verge of tears with his wife next to him talking about his hat getting pissed on in a urinal. It's like, are we, is this guy a trauma actor? Is this like, are you one of those people who think Sandy Hook wasn't real? Like,
And that's the thing, too, because, like, I watched a lot of those Minnesota news after the game, and the game was so terrible they didn't really want to cover it. But the real story that they covered was they were interviewing fans coming back in the airport in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And it was all like, they were the worst people ever. They were nasty. They were mean. This isn't like, I can sum it up, too. I have a friend who's kind of smart, but, like, when it comes to the Eagles, like, that disgusting savagery comes out. And his response was like, well, Minnesota fans were bad too. I'm like, well, what? Give me an example. He's like, they made the Rocky statue purple like a faggot.
Yeah. That's what I said today. I go, if you don't know the difference between like friendly silliness, dressing up the Rocky statue and assault.
Yeah.
Criminal assault.
But, and by the way, that's the common theme I've noticed with Eagles fans. Apparently, they're living in 1988. They all toss around the word faggot just nonchalantly.
Yeah. I've said it before. I have a friend, Dave. He has 2 kids. He's a great father. He'll have us over for Eagles games sometimes. He's a big Eagles fan. He'll have us over. He'll kiss his daughter on the head. He'll pat his son on the head. He'll send them out with his wife. He'll take out money in his pocket and hand it to them. Go have ice cream. Daddy's gonna watch the game. You guys should go to Knott's Berry Farm. You should do this. You should do that. The second the door closes, he's like, break his fucking legs. And you're like, Jesus Christ, what just happened?
Yeah.
The door closes and now you're talking about maiming other athletes?
Well, let's get into do you guys want to get into the bets or the actual game?
We do the game real fast.
Sure, let's do the game.
Yeah, let's do the game. So I've thought a lot about it this week, and this is going to sound like I'm not picking a side because I'm not. I'll basically say this. I think it'll be a close game. I'm going to give 2 things happening. I think it'll be a close game, but I also wouldn't be surprised if the Pats kill him. I don't think the Eagles kill them. I think it's either a close game where either team wins, or I think the Patriots, I shouldn't say kill them, win by a comfortable 10-point or more lead.
I think it's a great matchup for the Eagles. I think they have, like Sean was saying on the last episode, I think they do have a great defensive line, and I think that they have a lot of guys that they can rotate into that. I think that they have a good dual-headed monster in the backfield. I think that they feel confident and they're ready to go. So I like the Eagles' chances. That being said, Tom Brady, I still think is going to carve up what is a suspect defensive backfield, and I think that they have a decided coaching disadvantage. I'm going to go with Brady. I'm going to go with Belichick. I'm going to go with every Super Bowl that the Pats have ever played, it is kind of close, and then the Eagles will have a chance down the stretch. And just like Donovan McNabb, because every player that's ever played for the Eagles knows that it just takes one fuck up for the whole city to turn on them and become murderous animals, Nick Foles is going to crumble, may or may not puke in the huddle in the fourth quarter. I'm interested to see if that's one of the prop bets we'll go over, what the money line is on the Eagles quarterback vomiting on camera in the huddle during the Super Bowl. And I think the Pats win by a touchdown. And it's a 5-point spread. And I think it'll be a 6-point game or a 7-point game with the Eagles having the opportunity to come down and win the game, much like Eli Manning did in multiple Super Bowls. And then we're going to find out that Nick Foles, there's a reason that he didn't start for 32 different NFL franchises this year, because he's not a starting quarterback. And he's not going to get the job done in the fourth quarter.
As a Patriots fan, I'm actually terrified. Just because their defense is not very good, and they're kind of going to the well with Tom Brady way too much. Like there's only so many times they can bring him back and score 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and I don't know. I'm just worried about the Patriots defense, and Nick Foles seems like he's legit right now, and he's in a good groove. Maybe the 2 weeks will hurt him because he was in such a rhythm last week, but I am terrified. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles won by 3, 31-28, something like that. I just don't know how many times the Patriots can live on the edge.
I don't think they'll be living on the edge. I think they'll be winning this game, and I think the Eagles will have a chance to win the game, but they won't get it done. And I tweeted it, and I think I said it on the show, but I just want to remind everybody, especially since it was the same team, also on the road, also in the NFC Championship game, but Kerry Collins once threw for 5 touchdowns and 381 yards in a 41-0 blowout victory over the Minnesota Vikings. And then guess what? He turned into fucking Kerry Collins in the Super Bowl. I didn't believe going in. I mean, I was hoping we'd win that game, but I never liked Kerry Collins, and I didn't like him going to that fucking Super Bowl game, and there's a reason why.
Okay, here's a good prop bet.
But the Ravens were second best defense probably of all time.
Sure.
Here's a good prop bet I just
Yeah.
thought of. It's not on our list, but
Sure.
it should be. I like doing the dual prop bet.
Yeah.
Does Kerry Collins have more drinks than Nick Foles has interceptions?
I mean, yeah, it's going to be a runaway.
Is he an alky?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's clean. That's the thing. Kerry Collins is sober now,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Yeah.
So you would
During the Super Bowl, though, Pats, Eagles.
during the
breaks
Super
it
Bowl.
out.
So you
Yeah.
think Kerry Collins would have more drinks than Nick Foles would have?
Yeah, I think he's going to have an
interceptions?
easy 3. He'll have a couple. He'll have 2 doubles. He'll have 2 like cups of coffee that are just like extra strong.
Okay, here's another low-key conspiracy theory I just thought of. Kerry Collins became an alcoholic because he was molested by Jerry Sandusky at Penn State. Ooh, nobody's talked about that.
Wow.
Ruther conspiracy theory.
I like that. And if Eagles fans, here's how not confident I am in actually both of your quarterbacks. If anybody wants to bet on either of your quarterbacks finishing with more career yards than Kerry Collins, who I don't think is a very good quarterback, just come at me.
He's probably top 20.
He's like
career
top
yards.
15.
Kerry Collins is?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys
There's a
question.
Kerry Collins, Vinny Testaverde, Carson Palmer like range of people that you're
Yeah.
like, holy shit, they just played so long and threw for so many yards.
You know what's really crazy? I watched so much football, and like I watched old prime times, and there was the first Carson Palmer game against the Jets, and they were like, look at his speed, and he could run.
Are you talking about playoff game?
No, it was not that playoff game. It was versus the Jets. His first start probably 2003 or 4.
Yeah, it would have been
I go into the
2004.
well. Yeah. So,
By the way, that playoff game,
yeah, brutal.
oh my God. I was down in Hermosa Beach. That's when I had those old shot bongs.
Yeah,
I was.
What year is this?
This is
2009-10.
Yeah, he's right. This is the 2009 season.
I
So,
had those shot bongs.
Lost to Mark Sanchez.
yeah, at home.
Yep.
The Bengals just couldn't put up any points.
But the Patriots lost to him too the next week.
I thought for sure, this is one of my many Cincinnati Bengals breakdown games where you're just like, they're going to win.
Yep.
And I just lose it. So I go down to Hermosa Beach. My buddy Brad, who plays volleyball with us, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So I go down to Brad's pad at the time he was in Hermosa Beach. He's got this massive party. I am typical Ruther, out of my mind. I'm wearing a Palmer jersey.
Sorry, I almost just choked at Brad's pad. I just thought that was it sounds like a funny gay sex shop.
Come down to Brad's pad.
Get some anal beads at Brad's pad.
Brad's pad. Double-ended dildos are free. Buy one, get one free
By the way,
today.
I think all sex shops are gay sex shops, right?
So anyway, I get completely fucking lit up. He's got so much booze there, and I had also stolen so much booze from the Hotel Oceana that I used to work at, and I'm just getting fucking smashed on the shot bong. And to the point where he's like, dude, you can't even...
Smashed on the shot bomb.
He's like, you can't even go out. You can't go to the Hermosa Beach bars.
Bro, can we just talk about one of the most bro sentences of all time? So it's down in Hermosa Beach getting smashed on the shot bong at Brad's pad. That's like a fucking bro Mad
Yeah.
Libs.
Yeah.
Did you eat a burrito too?
No, but
Down there at Brad's pad, just getting smashed on the shot bong.
This
we
is what-
decided to day rape a couple girls.
This is what-
Roofie Bonanza.
this is what I did, and I'm not proud of it.
I was like, Carson Palmer, bro, what are you doing?
I drove. He's like, dude, just fall asleep. I woke up at like 11, and I blackout drove. That's not an easy drive from Hermosa to Venice Beach.
Oh my God.
Which is like a 20-minute drive. But here's the best part: I woke up the next day. There was a giant Jack in the Box bag next to my bed. So not only did I drive home just fucked out of my mind, I stopped by a Jack in the Box, and he called me. He's like, dude, how, next day he's like, are you alive? I'm so worried. And he's like, dude, what
I
did
have
you
a joke about this.
Yeah.
My question is, did you wake up thinking the Bengals won the game?
No.
That would've been awesome.
You could never get rid of that awful memory. Anyway, and then the denting happened. It was the best thing that ever happened.
But here's
to
a
me.
question about the game. What does Doug Peterson do? Let's say, how like the Jaguars got up like 20-10 or something, which I'm worried about. What does he do when they're up? If they're up 20-10, that's the key of the game. Like, is he going to, put the metal to the pedal, or is he going to play like the Jags did and just, 3rd and 10, they're going to run
I
the
actually
line?
think there's going to be a pedal to the metal moment in this game that is going to backfire on the Eagles. I think there's going to be a big go for it on 4th down.
That's what I was thinking
That
too.
is going to
It's
hurt
almost
the
like
Eagles in this game.
It's almost like Dave Roberts. He micromanaged that one game so bad that it like took his team out because he thought too much. And Peterson might be the type of guy like, well, the key to beating the Patriots is you got to put up like 30 points. You got to 4th and 2.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah.
go for it.
All of last year, all of his 4th downs, epic failures.
Yes.
All this year, it's worked out amazingly. And not all of them were good decisions. You're like, why is he doing this? This is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But it worked. I don't think it's going to work in the Super Bowl. I would bet anything that Bill Belichick already knows the 5 plays that he uses on 4th down.
Well, that's the thing. Like, say in the first quarter, it's 4th and 2. They're at the 50. And he's like, I don't want to give the ball to Tom Brady. We can pin him, but let's go for points. And you don't get it, and it just turns the momentum. And that's one thing I worry about, but I also, if you're an Eagle fan. But another thing, too, is like, the Patriots do get behind. They got behind a lot this season. It was like it was like the Panthers, the Texans, of course, the Jaguars, all these games they were behind. And it's like these teams, I know everybody complains about the officials and shit, but like, the big plays are these teams, they just kind of go in the shell in the 3rd or 4th quarter where they're confused about, they're trying to play it safe.
You know what the Eagles do have? I don't know if you guys saw this in the news. One thing in their corner. Doug Peterson, former backup to Brett Favre, is bringing Brett Favre in to give a pregame speech to the Eagles team.
I don't understand how this helps.
I don't either.
It's terrible. It's a terrible idea.
I don't even get the idea.
It's a terrible idea. It just reeks of desperation. It reeks of like needing a little something. Tom Brady's out there fucking, selling his, YouTube show all week at Media Day.
Brutal.
And he's done it a million times. He's like, fucking watch time. Make sure you sign up for TB12 yoga classes and don't forget to do this. And meanwhile, fucking Doug Peterson scrambling for ways to. He's like, send 10,000 dog masks to our locker room. Stat. And is Brett Favre available? And also, can we get some smelling salts and get Jimmy Valvano in here to give us a speech? It's like, dude, you're like, I just feel like the moment's going to be too big for them. And they're going to be in the game because in many facets, they're the better team. So I think they're going to be in the game. But in the important ones, I don't think they're going to be in the game.
I think if you took away the quarterbacks and you made Alex Smith the quarterback for both teams, you would say Philly is favored by 10.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about 10. I still think, look, we've argued about it plenty, but I still think the most important person in this game is Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
So, we could talk about how important Tom Brady is all we want, but the bottom line is I'm putting my money on Bill Belichick being like, you guys are going to run the option? I love it. I can't wait. I want kickoff to happen right now.
I mean, I'll take the option. I'm just scared of like some crazy Torrey Smith 70-yard post, like I
don't think that's going to happen. And you know why? Here's why. I know the Patriots defense has been suspect, but I also know you give them 2 weeks to prepare. I just don't see them giving up a massive big play like that.
Here's why else. Nick Foles in every game prior to the playoffs, actually including the playoffs. Think about the week off before the Falcons game. He couldn't hit a fucking guy out of the backfield in the Falcons game for 2 quarters. You could tell he was nervous. You could tell he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He was overthrowing guys. Yeah, he had a great NFC Championship game. NFC Championship games at home, while anybody who's not rooting against you is being beaten to death with a lead pipe, is different than playing in the Super Bowl in front of 700 countries in the biggest audience of all time. Big Dick Foles is going to be shitting on his dick. He's got it tucked behind him. He's going to be taking dumps on it.
Well, fellas, I think we should get into some prop bets.
Nice.
But before we do that, I want to remind everybody, if you want to get tickets to the Super Bowl, they're still available. There are some available. You go on SeatGeek, because SeatGeek is the only app where you should get tickets for any live event. SeatGeek is where we go. Matty, I know you have SeatGeek. I know you love SeatGeek.
I love SeatGeek. Going to go to a lot of Dodgers games this year.
I was thinking about that because now that we're doing Dent Report, we could record an episode, go to a Dodgers game, get our tickets on SeatGeek. Prano and I are going to go to spring training. We're definitely going to get tickets via SeatGeek. So, guys, if you don't have the app, download the app right now because all the Dirtballs get a $20 rebate off their first SeatGeek purchase. Just download the SeatGeek app and then enter our promo code, which is, if you go to the settings tab, you can enter it there, and our promo code is DIRTY, DIRTY. That's promo code DIRTY for $20 for your first SeatGeek. For $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase. And I was also thinking with SeatGeek, maybe during March Madness, when we go to Vegas, we can go see a Vegas Black Knights or Gold Knights.
Place.
I always say Black Knights.
Yeah, I think I'm
West
coming
Point.
to Vegas, by the way.
Yeah.
You think you're coming to Vegas?
I think
Yes!
I'm putting right now it's
I hope so.
Right now it's minus 140 that I'll be in Vegas.
That's good.
Awesome. Well, I have good news about that. My buddy texted
Ruther
me.
was like, I have no idea what that means, but
I don't.
let's talk about some prop bets.
I don't understand math. It's not good with me.
That's like a high favorite.
But I do have good news.
Yeah.
My buddy said it's official. I said, get us 2 rooms. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So we have rooms at South
A
Point.
penthouse?
Matty, all you need is a cot, basically. I've seen how you
yeah.
live. All right, let's get into these prop
By the
bets.
way, if I go to Vegas and Matty starts talking about Joe Namath is better than fucking Eli Manning again, I'm going to run him down to where that country fucking music festival happened, and I'm going to open fire on him.
Just don't
Too
leave.
soon.
Just don't leave me in the desert.
Too soon, Joe Prano. Okay, we have so many. I feel like every year.
I got a tip about this prop bet I'm looking at right now.
The national anthem?
No, the one about Belichick's hoodie. He wore a red hoodie for the Super Bowl against the Giants 2007. Not going to be red, just so you know, if you take that bet.
Okay, well let's start with the national anthem. So we have Pink singing the national anthem.
Is it really Pink? That's awful.
A diehard
Pink
Eagles
sucks.
A diehard Eagles fan.
Is she?
From Philly, yeah.
God, I didn't even know that, and I already hated Pink as much as I could hate Pink.
She calls people faggots all the time.
Yeah.
You know, she lives right by us.
I've never liked Pink. Ever.
I saw her when I used to work at Cabo Cantina.
Yeah.
She walked right by with her kid.
Trevor's making a face like he's in the fucking Pink fan club.
What's the deal, Trevor? Are you a fan of Pink? Trevor likes Pink.
Who likes like pop singers?
You know why I don't
male
like
men.
Pink? Because she would always rail on like Britney and Christina. She's like, girls, you don't all have to have your tits out. And then she'd sing a sad song in a bathtub naked in a video. And you're like,
Yeah.
bitch, you're naked. What are you talking about? You're just fat and naked.
She's not fat.
She's not skinny.
No, she looks good.
She looks like she does CrossFit.
Yeah,
she's got like that
She's got
muscle,
traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be messing with the girl who's got traps.
Not my cup of tea.
Anyway, Pink.
Yeah.
Over under 2 minutes for the national anthem.
I have on this bet, my strategy is country singer under 2, any sort of pop or soul singer over 2. So I'm going with the over just because they like to hold on to the notes. Like you get some fucking what's his fucking face? Kenny Chesney bullshit. He'll do that in like a minute and a half, but pop singer they want to, hold it out as long as possible. I'm going with the over.
I have a theory on this too, and I'm not sure which one I should go with here. Good singers, they sing longer. Bad singers, they sing shorter. Pink is not a good singer. Pink's terrible. I don't like Pink. I'm anti-Pink.
But hold on. Do we know that she's a bad singer?
Yeah, we do. But Trevor's a fucking Pink fan. This is ridiculous.
Trevor's also wearing a winter hat, and it's like 80 degrees out. So his opinion is just completely cut off.
Ruther, not even on the same realm as him being a fucking like 24-year-old dude who's a Pink fan.
He bought his shorts at where did you buy your shorts?
You jerked off to Pink when you were like 12, and now you just like never get over it, right?
Well, here's the problem.
It's like why I still listen to In Vogue.
Well, here, Trevor's manning the camera, but here, Trevor, take my mic. You got to defend yourself. I can't let you get shit on without defending yourself.
All right. First of all, I'm not the president of Pink's fan club. I just think she's an okay singer. I think she's a good singer. I'm not, not over here jerking off to her. Second of all, we checked when I got here, Ruther, and it was 62 degrees when I walked into your apartment. So 80 degrees is a far stretch.
Also, I've always been a fan.
I'm going to drop this mic while I hand it back to Ruther real quick.
I've also been a fan of the top separate from the bottom layer. Like you can go warm on top, cold on bottom. Same way as I'll go like formal on top, party down below.
No, you guys, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this. You do not wear a winter hat in LA, basically ever. The only time I wear a winter hat is when I go for like a beach bike ride sometimes.
See, this is what you do. You get us completely off.
Okay.
Trevor just admitted he's a Pink fan. What is happening? Now focus on his headwear for the 14th show?
I couldn't tell you one song Pink sings. So next time does Matty know? Put a Pink song. I wouldn't know one song.
I'm going with over because I think Pink takes herself way too seriously, and she'll think she's doing a great job.
I like that rationale, and I'm going to agree with Prano on that.
Yeah.
And also, she might stop in the middle and talk about Trump or some shit.
Well, you can
and like how the X Games should be watched more.
Well, that you can also bet. I like that. How about this one? She's a diehard Eagles fan. Will Pink say Eagles before, during, or after singing the national anthem?
No.
So I'm going to say none, because I think they tell her like, look, I know you want to say
you also
something.
have to give us the lines on these. I know
Yeah.
you don't understand it, but it's very important.
Okay, so
go back to the anthem.
I'm going to explain the minus and the plus to you.
no, let's just keep going on this.
Okay.
So over 2 minutes is minus 150. Under 2 minutes is plus 110.
So when it's minus, you bet 100, you
get
only win 50
$50. Yeah. See?
Plus is like you're a dog.
Yeah, I get the plus and minus as far as underdog and favorite.
Okay.
So we don't think she's going to say.
I think they've instructed her like you
exactly.
cannot say anything.
That's why it's minus 250.
Because they don't want
Yeah.
people being like, oh, Pink is in on something or weird, you know.
I agree. I don't think she'll say it. What about this one? This is the last we'll do with Pink. Sorry.
But also, Pink's a twat, and so if you're getting plus 170 on the Eagles thing, you might as well do. Eagles fans can't be controlled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They probably told her not to say anything, and she's gonna be like,
she's gonna
EAGLES Eagles, watch more motocross.
she's gonna fucking probably knock off a nearby Patriots fan's hat and then just pee on it right in front of
exactly.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she'll be like, you don't have to stick your vagina out in public, girls, to be a great talent. Anyway, here's my vagina as I piss on somebody's Patriots hat.
There's definitely no way Bill Belichick knows who Pink is. No way in hell.
No.
Okay, what color will Pink's hair? This is an interesting one be during the national anthem. Pink's hair. White blonde is the favorite at 5-4. And you have pink red at 7-4. Blue purple at 5-1. Same. And the rest are all 5-1. Blue, purple, brown, black, or green.
I'm going to go green just because, you know, it's like a kind of silly thing, but probably, I don't even know why
Brown black is 5-1.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I'm answering this.
You know what? I like Maddie. Maybe she's not going to say the Eagles thing, but she might fucking have green hair like an idiot.
I can see her wearing like an old baseball, like an old vintage, like really cool Eagles jacket from like the 70s.
No,
that she
she's
probably
not.
paid like
I'm
$600
I'm
for.
telling you guys, they are gonna. There is no way they're gonna let her show support for.
Why would she even be the singer if she's not?
Well, she got the job long before.
Did she?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
she did.
Probably like a
Why
year
the fuck
ago.
is Pink singing the national
Because
anthem?
she tweeted this out
And another thing too is
after
that
she'd already gotten it, but the fact that they made to the Super Bowl, she tweeted her stupid tweet out about how excited she was.
I also think too, like Lady Gaga sang the national anthem, and the next year she got halftime. So they probably told her too, like, if you do a really good job and you're memorable, maybe we can get you a halftime.
I definitely need Pink to make some political statement about like being anti-war and then going and sitting in the stands with a bunch of Eagles fans that are currently beating to death Patriots fans with their shoes.
I think she's going to come out with the white blonde hair.
I didn't even know Pink was an Eagles fan, and I hated her as much as I could hate her already. This is like double hate.
I mean, we've really learned Prano has such a disdain for Pink.
You know me. What do I hate more than anything? What sets me off more than anything?
Eagles.
Well, true, Eagles fans, but hypocrisy. I hate fucking hypocrisy.
I thought that's my shtick.
No, you stole my shtick as you always do.
No.
I mean, this is a joke, right?
All I've ever said is be transparent. I hate him.
Well, those are two completely different things.
No, but it's not because
Consistent and hypocrisy.
They're
are
pretty
opposites.
similar. They're pretty similar.
Transparent. That's not.
they're pretty similar.
Transparency has nothing to do with it.
They're pretty similar.
Stop saying that over and over.
Just saying, they're pretty similar. They're pretty fucking similar. Okay, let's move on to some other bets. Enough of Pink. Let's.
I'm going 5-1 in the brown black.
I'll
Okay,
go with the green, but I would never put money on
I'm
someone.
going to go white blonde.
Yep.
Okay, so Matty, this isn't. Well, let's. You know what? I have so many of these.
Yeah,
that I'm
it's
just
so
gonna,
ridiculous.
I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to go through ones I think could be interesting.
Yeah.
What were you saying about Belichick's hoodie? You can actually bet if he's going to wear a hoodie.
Sure.
Yes is at minus 115. No is at minus 115.
Well, red I hear is bad luck because that's what he wore in 2007. So he's superstitious. He'll never wear a red hoodie ever again.
Wait, is this a mistake? Because they're both minus 115.
No, the red hoodie is
I'm talking about
plus
wears a
5.
hoodie.
Yeah, because it's even odds. They're saying it's basically it's like Jesus Christ.
I don't fucking know. I don't gamble.
You're lucky.
Don't give me this Jesus
I'm saying-
Christ.
I'm saying you're lucky you don't gamble.
We should have done this. We should have gone over this in advance. This is the same thing that happened a couple years ago. You picked all the favorites, and you're like, I fucking won that shit. It's like, dude, you took all the favorites.
Whatever. I can't wait for Vegas, guys.
Yeah.
I know how that works. Trevor's giggling up a storm over there. Maybe he just saw a new Pink video. Okay. What color are we going with?
What? Give us the odds.
Gray is plus 120.
Yeah.
Blue is plus 140, and red is plus 500. I like Goldberg's theory, by the way.
I'm going with blue. See, the red is plus 500 because it's bad
I've
luck.
never seen Bill Belichick. I mean, I guess Navy's blue.
He wears that gray, navy,
Yeah.
ugly, fucking gross.
Yeah.
He's got the two.
I guess blue. If blue's Navy.
Do you think he
Trevor's shaking his head like he's got a tip, so I'm going gray.
Do you think Belichick, he's well aware of like that he knows he looks like a slob and he enjoys that? Like he's some weird genius that looks like a disheveled mess kind of. Like he knows what he's going for.
I think
right?
he just likes to be comfortable when he's like doing his thing.
Dude, I posted this on Dirty Sports after they won the AFC Championship. The douchebag reporter's like, can you talk about Tom Brady's tenacity and blah, 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 and this year he's taking more hits than any year, and he's going on and on, and Belichick's like, yeah, well, we know he's tough, and the reporter wouldn't let it die down. It was some Boston beat reporter, and then Belichick just looks at him all fucking, in a Belichick way, and he just goes, we're not talking about open heart. He didn't come back from open heart
Oh, yeah, he was
surgery.
talking about his hand. He was talking about playing with the
That was
stitches.
it, his
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
That's why I said, I tweeted it the other day. I honestly feel like his pregame speech could be getting everybody on knee. He's like, they're wearing dog masks. We're not losing to a team wearing dog masks. Okay, see you out there.
I like
That's
that.
it. Like I honestly could see him being like, it's the Eagles. The Eagles have never won a Super Bowl, and it's because that they're a cursed franchise. I'm not even going to tell you not to look past these guys. Look past them. See you out there. Like, I think this is going to be the shortest speech ever. He's like, don't lose to this fucking bunch of clowns. Let's go.
Yeah, he's not one for like the stupid eating W's. I don't think Bill Belichick ever gave an eating W speech.
No, he definitely didn't. Okay, here is a bet which I think is so interesting. This actually might be this is probably my favorite one on this prop bet list. Will Nick Foles be starting on any team week 1 of 2020?
Of 2020?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go with 2018.
Yeah.
Well, is this just a typo? Because look at this.
See, I wouldn't know. I think that means 2018, but you could be right. I mean,
Does that mean 2020? Because it's a typo.
What the fuck is that? Why
Yeah.
does it say 2020188?
we should just do 2018 for shits and giggles, though. 'Cause
For shits and... So, okay, here's the
Next
thing.
year.
Yes, he'll be... He's going to start week 1 for the Eagles
Yes.
next year, and he's going to not start for anybody week 1 in 2020.
But that's what I'm saying. Are you sure this isn't 2020? I think it's 2020.
I think it's a typo. Like
No,
before-
yes, plus 150 that he's starting for somebody 3 years from now? He didn't start for a team 3 years after he threw 27 TDs and 2 interceptions.
I would if that was my betting site, I would go on the chat and be like, I don't understand what that means.
I'm not going to plug the site for the record.
Yeah.
Because they're not paying us yet.
Sure.
Great.
Nielsen rating. Do you want to do this one?
Yeah, because I gotta be honest. Like, I know you guys always talk about like the ratings are still high and this is ridiculous, but like, I don't understand these people. But my brother-in-law, he's from North Carolina, and his dad's a big sports fan, and he's like, my dad hasn't watched the game this year. So there are loonies out there that haven't watched.
Right.
That's the complete minority, though.
But if it's like a 10% and that's what the bet is, if the bet is like, will it be up to where it usually is, or will it be a little lower? I would take the lower one.
No way. You have two franchises that bring in big fan bases that people want to see, especially with the Patriots.
Also,
But if you're losing 10%,
this is a worldwide game,
yeah,
and
Everyone's going to a Super Bowl party.
everybody's going to be watching. It's also a worldwide. 10% of people probably have TVs that didn't have TVs last year.
sure.
Like, there's a guy in fucking, Uzbekistan who's like, finally Super Bowl. I've been waiting all life for Super Bowl. Fucking Eagles. You have to be kidding me. Fucking Pink? No. What the fuck?
Yeah. So the Nielsen, the under is minus 130 at 45.
What is the What's the rating that it's going to be? What, the biggest ever?
No, well, here, let's go to that one. Let's go to total viewers. I was just looking at rating.
Okay.
Total viewers, the over is 111.5 minus 140. The under, again, this is just the United States, guys, 111.5 plus 110. I'm going to go the over for sure.
I don't know. There's a lot of Yahoo crackpots out there.
They're not though, Matty. But hold on, those Yahoo they're still going to a Super Bowl party.
This is such a fucking dude. I don't know what 111.5. I don't know what the fuck this means.
That means 111 million people.
Yeah, but how many people watched it last year? I can't get involved in these bets. I don't know how many people watched it last year. Is that the highest it's ever been? Are they saying it's going to be higher than ever?
To win a bet like that, you got to have like an inside guy that
I actually have to know what they're talking about.
Nielsen's ratings, and you could probably win. It's kind of like last week when Sean was talking about the Puppy Bowl. Like, that's when you need a guy that has inside information.
Also, everybody's watching shit on Roku and fucking Apple TVs. Does that shit qualify? I'm watching that shit on an antenna. Are they counting that?
Yeah,
have a cable
well,
subscriber?
Nielsen has to update all their shit. I agree.
Yeah, Nielsen's a fucking disaster. There's 12 people in the Midwest eating an Applebee's.
I told you last year,
Was the record?
CBS,
Yep.
who aired the game, 111.9 million viewers, the third most watched broadcast in U.S. history.
And last year was
Jesus.
Patriots Falcons.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll take the over.
I'm going to take the over as well.
Falcons fans don't even exist.
Yeah.
There's a few dirty birds out there.
Not like there's Eagles fans.
No, those
Those are the true dirty birds, by
They're
the way.
like the
They're
Eagle-
the filthy birds.
They're kind of like if you watch The Walking Dead and you see like all these like zombies kind of walking slowly towards you. That kind of reminds you of like when you watch the videos of the Eagles fans coming out of the game. It's like I would be terrified.
Well, here's a good bet. The total number of times Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth, because they're calling the game, say Gronk.
What's the number?
It's 3.5 for the over at minus 115. The under is also minus 115 at 3.5.
I'm going over. I'm going hard. I thought it said 30. Gronk? Like, if Gronk catches one pass, they're going to be like, Brady to Gronk.
Our Gronk. But here's the one thing. Al Michaels is a gambler. He is a savage fiend gambler. He might look at all these and be like, hey, I'm going to fuck with people on that bet. So I'll say it 3 times, and I won't say it a 4th.
Oh, Trevor's saying, what if Gronk doesn't play? He'll play.
Oh, he's playing.
I mean, they'll still
course
say
he's
3
playing.
times he doesn't play. Oh, Brady really could use Gronk there.
I agree with Prano on this one. I think for sure I'm going to take the over.
I mean, Chris Collinsworth is the kind of guy who will say Gronk like 11 times after a catch.
Yeah,
He's
you're
the kind
right.
of guy who's a fucking boner for things.
But
Oh, Gronk. Back in my day, if we had a guy like Gronk, I'd have fucking come on his back in the locker room. You're like, what are you talking
Why are
about,
you always
Chris?
going to take digs at Collinsworth,
Because he's
man?
he
I
loves to
love
slurp.
Collinsworth.
Dude, no.
Collinsworth's a slurper.
They're all slurpers. I think Collinsworth is a great announcer.
I'm a Collinsworth fan.
Collinsworth is good. Gruden's good.
Collinsworth is by far my favorite female football announcer.
Well, goodbye Pro Football Focus sponsor next year. Dear God.
Pro Football
Dear
Focus.
God.
Did we do a Pro Football Focus?
Yeah, and they paid us pretty good too, Prano.
We did one of them?
We did it for about 4 weeks. Stop dissing Collinsworth. I'm trying to get paid here, fam.
How many?
By the way,
we're talking about 4 years that we talked about Chris Collinsworth being transgender.
No, you did.
Yeah. Because he was born Chris CRIS.
This is always going to be the problem. Like, oh,
What's that?
Whatever.
Yeah. CRIS.
Trevor, hold on. I love Trevor saying that's how you spell it. Did you even listen to the show, Trevor? Did you even listen to what Frano says? Are you all right over there, Goldberg? You're like licking your arms and like adjusting yourself. I'm so glad we have this on film. By the way, Gronk, Matty, I've heard that you were going to do a porn reenactment.
Oh, yeah. I worked on it for about 20 minutes today.
And I heard it was
That
going
means it's going to be terrible.
But I was walking around. I was walking my dog, and I'm like, I am 41, and I am preparing. Like, I was thinking about my life in grammar school as a kid. I'm like, when I was in 6th grade, they were like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I was thinking, like, in fucking
What did you wanna be?
29 years later, I'd be doing porn reenactments.
What did you want to be when you were a kid?
I said music producer for school.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
We need a VH1 behind the
Phil
scenes
Spector.
with fucking Matty Goldberg.
A man can dream.
I need the Matty Goldberg music producer porn reenactment. Welcome to the Wall of Pound.
Have you watched the Dr. Dre Jimmy Iovine one?
I watched a little. I liked it.
Just a little.
Just a little.
You gotta watch the whole. It's amazing.
I'm sorry, Andy. Jeez.
All right. Anyway, so Goldberg, it's been a while.
Sure.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I
we
gave you
worked
time
on
to
it.
prepare.
Okay.
I think the Dirtballs are owed a Matty
What are
G.
you pointing at? That's the
The
fucking
camera.
The camera's in front of
That's
you.
the camera. That's the fucking thing that's recording audio.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Trevor's going to be zooming in on you. So this is all going to be you.
Okay.
This is how this great camera works. He operates it from his phone.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, Mevo doesn't sponsor us either.
Yeah. Well, hey, they will because I'm going to keep plugging them. Mevo, seriously, sponsor us. Matty, here's the scene.
Yep.
Stepmom Gronk. I know you love watching the stepmom porn.
Oh, yeah.
And you love your boy Gronk. You know, you're on your team.
Sure.
So you want to just have at it, or do you need Prano and I to play anybody?
No, I can do it.
Okay.
So Gronk's in the kitchen eating supplements. Hey, big boy. How you doing? Are you going to play in the Super Bowl? Yeah, probably. The coach pushed me in the game. Oh, I'd love to fuck you right now, Gronk. What are you doing? You slept with my brother, Glenn. Yeah, but he's just a practice squad on the Broncos. You're the best player in the NFL. You're the best tight end, Gronk. No. Me can't do this. Me, you gotta do cardio 6 hours. Wait a minute, I can't get up. Let's bring in a stunt cock. Because we're in Minnesota. Let's bring in Big Dick Nick Foles. Eat the lamb. Gosh. I got a big dick, but I'm retarded. How terrible is that?
That was pretty bad.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
They're getting worse.
I think you're over preparing now. I think
You
just-
did that one down when we were recording for a quick minute downtown,
Yeah.
which is still on YouTube.
But
Again,
I hit it perfectly with the, like.
the one downtown you did was so perfect.
I
It's
know,
fine.
I
No,
know.
it was still
I
good.
feel like you got the Super Bowl butterflies on that one.
Yeah.
You're like, this is the big podcast before the big game.
It's all right, Matty.
Psyched yourself out.
I loved
did.
it. I loved it.
I thought it was terrible.
No, I loved it. I didn't see Nick Foles coming into the picture. I loved your impersonation of just Gronk not being able to talk. Also, Nick Foles is also mentally challenged.
Yeah.
So
He was
yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite. Didn't you
Yeah.
get that reference?
Yeah.
That was a layered.
Yeah. Well, I got it.
I was
but-
trying. That's what I like. I'm walking. I'm like, and then Big Dick Nick Foles comes in, and then he talks like Napoleon Dynamite, and then let's do a joke about how Rob Gronkowski's other brothers can't make
I
a
like
team.
that. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was good. But you
Not funny, but good.
No, you went real deep on that porn reenactment. And I think, we're going to have footage of this, so I can send it to your sister and say
I was
that
gonna
you should
do-
be on season 4 of The Path.
I was
as
gonna
well.
do a bukkake. I forgot that all the Gronkowski brothers like jizzed on the girl, but I forgot. And they heated the bill.
All right, time to move on with the prop bets, guys. A bunch of these, I don't give a shit. Let's do one more Collinsworth, Al Michaels. And I think this was on last year. Will they say the word GOAT?
Yes.
Minus 400 for no. Yes is plus 250.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna say the goat. I think it's like a word like how diss has become a word for white people.
Yeah.
Like the goat now is like a
Yeah.
word that everybody's using. So like Chris Collinsworth can act like he's
Yeah.
relevant.
Okay. You want to do some cross sports? I know Prano likes that.
Love these.
Okay. Let's do because we don't give a shit about college basketball, or at least Prano doesn't. Let's do a LeBron one.
Ooh.
Which will be higher? LeBron James assist plus points plus rebounds
Wow. Okay.
against Houston. That's minus 115. Or the Patriots and Eagles combined points. That's
Ooh.
also minus 115.
That's interesting. You kind of got to figure in a game like Houston, it's gonna be a fast paced game.
He's going to score at least 25.
Yeah, you're basically you're looking at like 47-48
was about to say that, yeah.
for LeBron.
And the
What's
spread
the
is
over-under on the
48.
game?
48
48
and a half.
Wow. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with LeBron.
I'm going to go with LeBron as well. I could really foresee a low-scoring Super Bowl.
I think the Super Bowl will be right there. But I could also see LeBron I'm not even saying going to win just because it's such a high pace. Just because it's going to be D'Antoni ball. I could see him getting a lot of points. Like he could score 40 and they could lose by 40.
Yeah, I'll go with LeBron too because it's what they call a TV game. So like everybody's going to be watching. I'm sure it starts right before the Super Bowl. And it will end before it, so like he's gonna want to like showcase himself because a lot more people are gonna be watching, and he'll probably 52 combined, and then I think the Super Bowl is like 51. It's gonna be close.
Yeah, I'll take LeBron as well. Here's another crossover one which I like. Which will be higher, Rob Gronkowski's receiving yards, or Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Paul George combined points against LA that day? Now, Gronk is at minus 180, and the guys on OKC are plus 150.
Yeah, I'm going with Gronk.
And this is for the next night's game, by the way.
Yeah, I think Gronk has 87 receiving yards. That's going to take, 30, 25, and 25 to beat that. And even that,
the scary thing though is
70.
What if Gronk gets hurt in the first quarter?
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, you're done. Once he gets hurt, you're fucked.
Gronk's not getting hurt.
He always gets hurt.
He got hurt last game. I mean, he got a cheap shot.
I don't know about a cheap shot. Take it easy.
It was a dirty hit to knock him out of the game.
Here's my problem with Patriots fans, because you see this every time. Anytime anybody tackles Rob Gronkowski below the top part of his numbers, it's a dirty hit. He's low. You're trying to take out Gronk's knees, but you can't hit him above the letters because then you're taking a cheap shot at his head. Where are you allowed to legally tackle Rob Gronkowski for Patriots fans?
Okay, I don't have a really big problem with the hit. I've been a little exaggerating. The thing I have a problem with, if it was the other way around, and let's say it was a big-time tight end and the Patriots guy hit him and he was knocked out of the game, we wouldn't hear the end of it forever. It'd be those cheating Patriots. They're dirty. They were told to knock him out. So that's my problem.
I mean, have the Patriots ever been accused of dirty play on their hits?
But Gronk had that one.
The problem with the Patriots is they've been accused of conspiracy to commit cheating. They've been accused of
we saw when the ref was smiling.
A process of cheating that goes on like weeks and months, where there's text messages involved and destroying of cell phones and destroying of videotapes and backdoor negotiations. We're not talking about fucking Bountygate.
Yeah, but we saw the refs, they were celebrating with the Patriots, and then the guy shook Brady, or pat him on the back. And the beauty of the Patriots cheating is every time they do something new. So that one game against the Pittsburgh Steelers when they fuck with the headset, and then they couldn't do it anymore, so then they went on to paying off the refs. It's amazing.
Yeah, but Matty, your problem also is you read too much into Joe Schmo on Twitter.
Yeah.
And Joe and I basically take the approach that
I know exactly what happened with the ref celebrating with them in the end zone. You saw the video, didn't you?
He was breaking up a fight, and he got caught in a celebration.
Yeah. Now why two employees that have since been fired from the Patriots and have also gone missing had a nickname for Tom Brady in their phone books as the Deflator? I don't know. Now, I know there's no proof Deflategate was a thing, except the two people who have since turned up dead on the shores of New England had Tom Brady in their phone as the Deflator.
Well, now I'm sure they check all the balls.
All right, guys, I can't handle this shit. I can't handle this.
Still going,
but I hope they I'm telling you, I hope they cheat.
I know you hope. I hope
they cheat all the cheating this weekend.
Let's move on. There's some great bets that I want to get through.
Okay,
Joe's boy. I like this bet too. This is an interesting one. Eli Manning, will he appear in a commercial during the broadcast?
See, I got burned the year that Manning retired. Peyton, I'm he's going to be in 6 commercials.
Yeah, me too.
He was in 0.
But this is Eli.
I say no.
Eli's great in commercials. Don't get me wrong, but I'm going to say 0.
The yes is minus 120. The no is minus 110. I agree. I would say no.
No.
We're not going to see any Mannings in commercials.
I just think Eli, it's the Super Bowl. I think Eli is going to sit this one out.
All right, on to the halftime show. Justin Timberlake. I like these bets. Okay, what is going to be the first song during halftime?
Can't Stop the Feeling. That's my bet.
That's the favorite.
It kind of has that intro, can't stop the, it gets people going, and it's the most known.
Can you do a rendition of it?
I just can go, can't stop the feeling.
What are the other options?
Can't Stop the Feeling is at plus 150. Sexy Back plus 175.
No.
Oh yeah, that might be it.
The Field is plus 200. Rock Your Body is plus 400. Cry Me a River, he's definitely not doing, plus 500. Mirrors plus 550. Filthy plus 750. True Colors plus 800. Love Never Felt So Good plus 900. What Goes Around Comes Around, he's definitely not doing that, plus 1,000. Senorita plus 1,250. And Suit and Tie plus 1,500.
Ooh.
I've heard of 3 songs.
Remember a couple years ago when I picked the right one and then they didn't pay out on that?
You didn't pick the right one, dude. I won that bet.
On certain bets, on certain sites, they have like, because of that year, they have like, it can be one verse.
They have to explain that. They have to explain that if he plays that other song, that's the first song.
Yeah, because
I know it's confusing that people didn't like that.
Your year was like really fucked, or I'm sure people were bitching and moaning about a Coldplay song. I care about the X's and O's, guys.
Okay, so
I'm going with the fucking
Field.
No, I'm going with the heavy. I'm going with Suit and Tie at 1,500. I'm putting a little bit of money on the 1,500.
Long
I think
shot.
he comes out and does like a verse or two, just like, and then drops the Suit and Tie, and he's in some casual shit, and suddenly he's going into the fucking Can't Stop the Feeling.
That's a serious long shot.
I do not think he comes out with Can't Stop the Feeling. I am gonna say Rock Your Body.
But you might have an inside information.
Yeah.
You and Lance Bass are buddy.
Well, we know one thing: Lance ain't gonna be there.
Yeah.
well, hold on. I got this. My former boss. That's a bet you can also.
I mean, there was one year, didn't they do an NSYNC reunion and they like showed it was like they were holograms of them sitting at home on their couch and Timberlake still played.
Joey Fatone, I was watching Triple D. He has a hot dog stand in a strip mall in Florida called Fat Ones.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't showing up to the Super Bowl.
Joey Fatone's actually doing all right. Anyway, that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah.
You can bet that. Will any member of NSYNC make a halftime appearance?
There's a better chance of them at my party than at the game.
There's a better chance that Matty is Justin Timberlake's replacement in the new NSYNC tour than them showing up on Justin Timberlake's show.
I kind of look like Chris Kirkpatrick.
You're like a way more retarded looking version of him. Minus 180 is the no of any member of NSYNC.
Yeah, it's an easy. I might put all of my money on that.
They're all has-beens, so it's like, no offense to Lance, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but like nobody cares about them. Nobody even cares about J.C. Chavez, and he was the second guy.
In fact,
J.C. Chavez.
J.C. Chavez
Ravine.
It's where the fucking Dodgers play.
Yeah.
You know, they play J.C. Chavez.
That's like a good before and after Wheel of Fortune round. J.C. Chavez Ravine.
You know what? I have not texted Lance yet. I'll text him tomorrow.
Well, don't. He's busy rehearsing.
Does he even know like who's playing? He doesn't know.
Of course
right?
he knows.
No, he doesn't.
Matty,
that should be a bet.
Do you want him on Dent Report or not?
Yeah, he's not going to listen to this.
You should get him there during the Super Bowl. We know he's available.
Shots fired.
I liked Lance. Lance had me on
I
his
love
show.
Lance too.
Yeah. No, he'll be great on the Dent Report. Anyway, well, how about Jay-Z? He's a different one.
No.
Will Jay-Z make a halftime show appearance? No, minus 500. Yes, plus 300.
Somebody big like Kanye West is going to show up though.
Well, Matt, I don't think you're following why. Because Jay-Z and fucking Timberlake have done a bunch of songs. That's why they're saying
See,
that.
I don't listen to shitty music, so I wouldn't know that.
What's that, Trevor? Oh, they did an album together. Yeah.
They did a full album together?
I thought it was just a bunch of songs.
Man,
I
Jay-Z's
wouldn't know.
made some fucking questionable decisions.
Yeah,
Remember
but-
when he did the whole album with fucking Linkin Park?
That was actually, I liked a lot of those
It's called
mashups.
money though. You got to get that money.
Yeah. Okay, so well, how about this one? Total times Dilly is said during broadcast,
What's the number?
which obviously includes commercials.
Yeah.
12.5 over is at minus 130. 12.5 under is at plus 100.
I think that's going to be over by halftime.
I say over for sure.
There's going to be a commercial that goes on for 90 seconds where they only say dilly dilly.
Is that during the? Is that like Al Michaels has to say it?
No.
No, it's during the entire broadcast.
Yeah, Al Michaels is going to say dilly dilly 12 and a half times.
I don't care. Get to the football game.
You hate the commercials, don't you?
No, I care about the game. I don't care about what thong color Justin Timberlake is wearing.
Justin.
And what color his underpants is.
Justin Timber? Like,
Is there a wardrobe malfunction one?
Yeah, there is. Will there be a war? Yeah, Justin.
I don't think
Timberlake-
there'll be a wardrobe malfunction, but I think that they're gonna make a joking. I think Janet Jackson will appear, and I
Yeah,
think they're gonna make
I
a
do too.
joke about the wardrobe malfunction.
I think for sure Janet Jackson's going to appear. I don't know
Yep.
why that's not on this list. Real quick, I wish you could bet on how many PC commercials. Remember last year, because like the first year of Trump,
Yep.
how many bullshit like this was made by immigrants who came to America.
Yeah.
This is Pepsi. We swear we don't use slave children to make the bottles. This was made by immigrants. Now buy our shit.
Remember, there was like a 2-minute commercial of just like a mom and her daughter like trying to get into the U.S. and then they came. There was the wall.
Yeah, right.
That was so fucking weird.
Didn't Coke do one of those like?
I can't
yeah.
wait for like the 2-minute long commercial of this fucking dusty Mexican woman crossing the desert with her daughter, only to be met by the wall, and then a little latch in the wall opens up, and the guy goes dilly dilly.
What do you?
Sorry, it looks like it's the pit of misery for you.
Take her back to Mexico.
King Trump has said no Mexicans on our watch. Dilly dilly.
And then all the fucking people like at the border going dilly dilly.
And then all these people will be tweeting about it that are like, that was so great when Trump sent them back. Oh, wait, shit, I thought I was boycotting. Fucking cheddar dicks.
Okay, how about this one though? Speaking of dilly dilly, you can bet on Anheuser-Busch. Matty, you're putting pills in your mouth. Use the fucking liquid, bro. Dear God.
I chew pills.
What do you mean you chew pills?
It's on the camera. Those are the good people will see me chew a
The
pill.
good people.
That you guys trash.
What are you talking about that we
Dude,
trash?
this other day, this weird guy writes us, and he seems like a nice guy. And like Painter just fucking put him to bed.
Who are you talking about?
What was his name, Dustin or something?
Who?
I don't know, on Twitter.
Oh, Dustonian?
That was a
Yeah.
joke, Matty.
Dustonian's a bot. We've talked about it. We had a whole episode about it, and he never tweeted us about it.
Yeah, he hasn't acknowledged that
He has not acknowledged it.
Okay.
You know why he hasn't acknowledged it? He's not a human being. He's a bot.
All right.
put him to bed. Was he tucking him in? What are you even talking about over here? Okay, total.
Dustonian's going to say over under on incoherent Dustonian tweets during the Super Bowl. I'm putting him at 3.5.
Oh, there'll be a lot. Trust me.
What is it? Dustonian 86?
Yeah.
Over under on the number of commercials of Budweiser. It's at 4.5.
I mean, way over.
You think-
I'm going over again. You 2 Dilly Dilly commercials a half?
I'm going to say, I don't know.
It would still be under.
He's gone?
Yeah, I'm saying that.
No, I don't. I put it in wrong.
Oh.
Matty gets so concerned over the fans. Don't you?
Dustonian's gone. I was going to invite him to the party.
And then I learned, Andy, did you hear about this controversy that on the Kooks of Comedy, when you do the number of the podcast, they say players with the number?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a big controversy.
I can't do it anymore. And I
Thank
had
God.
so many lined up.
Thank God.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I hated that.
Oh my God, Lachlan hated it too. That's the funniest part.
Yeah.
Lachlan hated it, and meanwhile, you couldn't do it after '99. But he was a hockey guy, so we were always just going for Gretzky.
You know
He was
why?
Always just headed to the gray one.
You know why I hate it? Because my thing is like Dent Report is not sports. I don't want to.
That's what Lachlan would say.
I don't really because I don't want to
Yeah.
start off the episode
He's the Lachlan of your
talking
show.
sports.
And you're the talent.
It's all good.
I prop you up to make
Oh,
you
you
the
make
talent.
me great. You make me look funny and great.
I would say that's my best job, right?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
And you're funny.
Nah, sometimes.
funny.
All right, let's.
And very transparent.
I'm very transparent.
Let's get to the game.
Okay, let's get to the game. There's all these other
Like
bullshit.
Will the puppy ball we got what else?
Okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to do first touchdown?
Yeah, that's really interesting because I'm gonna go with
First,
Torrey Smith is a great value bet.
well, the odds-on favorite as the first person to score are Rob Gronkowski at plus 650.
Yeah.
No.
Then you have Zach Ertz at plus 750, Brandon Cooks at plus 750. They're basically saying it's going to be a passing touchdown.
I say
Yes.
the best bet with the value too.
Can you
is
see these,
Deion
Brandon?
Lewis.
Wait. The lowest odds are plus 650.
No, the quarterback is 27, so Nick Foles is
No, I'm
27.
saying, but like the low, like you're Rob Gronkowski at plus 650 is the favorite.
Yeah, he is
That's
the favorite.
pretty high.
That's incredible.
Yeah. But like Deion Lewis, you put $10, but plus 950, you win $100.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say I would
That's a
go.
great bet.
I would go with Deion Lewis
Yeah, that's $100 right there.
or Jay Ajayi or who's the other?
Blunt.
Yeah, LeGarrette Blunt.
But it's very sneaky. Every once in a while, Corey Clement scores the first touchdown for the Eagles. Like,
True.
you throw him in. It's and Amendola, you can't go wrong either because he's stepped up. He's really stepped. He's turned into Julian Edelman this season. So, but Torrey Smith,
Torrey Smith, I think that's an awful bet.
but it's for a couple bucks. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
He's
You put $5 on him, you win $75. That's my point. Like, he's a high number. Like, if you want to go it straight, obviously Gronk, but with the money, Deion Lewis, I say, is the best bet.
I'm going plus 1450 Chris Hogan.
I was
That's not
just
a good-
gonna
that's
say.
a good bet, too.
and
I
you
like
know
the
what?
Hogan bet.
And you know
Yeah.
what? I'm throwing another buck or two on Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean, they get at the 1 yard
Quarterback
line.
sneak.
Yeah, they love to sneak Brady.
That's $33 right there. Like the year the Patriots played the Seahawks, the first touchdown was scored by what's his face? He's on the Bengals now. Wide receiver from LSU. Very average, decent player. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
He started on
Brandon
Carolina?
Lavelle?
Yes. And that was a guy that
There's
was like
LaFell.
Yeah,
LaFell.
Brandon LaFell. And he was
Yeah.
like 15-1 that year. So you never know. It's a good bet to take somebody kind of deep though. for
I'm
the
taking
money.
Hogan on a seam.
Not to just clearly change this. I just saw Maddie's phone. Do you know how to turn off your Twitter notifications? You get a notification every time somebody does something.
Yeah.
Maddie.
That's why he's always replying.
Yeah, I always reply to it.
And I think the automatic thing is. Do you know you don't have to quote tweet people, right?
Oh boy, this is
Like,
amazing.
you quote tweet people like you're a fucking like some sort of Reddit thread
But why not quote tweet him?
because no one gives a shit about your exchanges with Morgan Grimmett on fucking Trailblazers basketball.
I get back to everybody.
Yeah, I know. That's why people probably unfollow you. They're like, we don't want to watch you get back to everybody. I get back to everybody too. I just do it
Individually.
Yeah,
But they like when everybody sees it.
they like.
It's like, it's nice.
We'll do that. Maybe we should film one episode or for our YouTube channel. Like you and I can do like a Twitter 101, Maddie.
You know when like a team will do like a fucking Mookie Wilson's going to take over the Mets Twitter, and then they just quote tweet everybody's response. That's like Maddie's just daily life on Twitter.
I'm going to still do it.
I think you should. I think that's Maddie being Maddie,
That's right.
and that's what we all love. Okay,
That's Maddie getting muted.
Prano's a fucking. You're a Twitter Nazi though. Like
Sometimes I feel like I want to get in a Twitter war with Prano. Like sometimes, like he'll write something about the Patriots cheating, and like it gets my blood boiling, and I'm like, no, I like him, and I don't want to go there and get it like all.
because you're scared. You're intimidated by Prano.
Of course, I am, but I don't want to like. I'm like, just calm down. Let's not get it ugly. Let's not go to bad places, and let's just be civil.
It's a fucking sport. What do you mean go to bad
But
places?
sometimes I look like after like a game, I'm like, I know he fucking wrote something about the Patriots, and then it's like, like, oh, this week Belichick decided to do this for cheating and stuff, and I'm just like, my blood is boiling.
Such a fucking weirdo.
Well, you know what we can do to make you feel better, Maddie?
Yeah.
We'll get you some flag and anthem clothes. What do you think about that?
I would love it. I look, my pants are shitty.
Yeah.
I gotta-
Look at
And
my,
you're wearing a Tim Tebow Jets t-shirt.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Look at mine and Joe.
Safe to say you could use a makeover.
Look at mine and Joe's pants. These are flag and anthem.
I know Flag and Anthem is really good because you love sweats so much, and you're so comfortable and like you used to only wear sweats, and I see you in like khaki or what are these pants called, chinos? I don't even know what
Jeans.
they're called. Jeans. And I'm like Andy, like, are you comfortable? And you're like, fuck, like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm comfortable.
Well, here's what's great about flag and anthem. I was actually talking to my little brother about this. They got the stretch fit, don't they, Prano?
Indeed.
So if you go to flagandanthem.com, guys, drop our promo code at checkout. You get 25% off, and our promo code is Dirty Sports. So go to flagandanthem.com. They're actually, I know you and I were going to submit our clothes, but I got an email from our boy Andy, and he said, wait till Friday, because they're putting up even more clothes
Great.
on Friday. So I held off to see if we want to get something different. So you guys can go check out all the great new clothes at flagandanthem.com. Again, drop promo code Dirty Sports at checkout to get 25% off. And Matty, I think we'll get you some Flag and Anthem.
I'd love it.
We need to, like Joe said, between your pants and your Tim Tebow shirt, we really need to step up your clothes game. It'll all start there.
I think when the people see me, they're going to think I look amazing.
I feel like those were your like bar mitzvah pants or something. I feel like those were really nice pants 30 years ago when you bought them.
I was never bar mitzvahed.
You were never bar mitzvahed?
No.
Why?
If he listened to the
We'll
Dent
save it
Report,
for
he
Dent.
would know. We already talked about it.
You got to come on.
He would know this.
I am the creator of the
You
Dent
are. You
Report.
are the producer.
You're the show name creator.
Because I want to know more about you. Like,
What do you mean the show name creator? I said you and Matty should do a podcast together called The Dent Report. That's creating. The fucking show name creator.
By the way, Trevor laughs.
Jesus Christ, what do you do?
Trevor laughs.
What did
at
I
Joe
do?
way
I
too
fucking
much.
put the whole show together.
Yeah, great. That you did it. I created it.
After I said we need to get.
That's why there's a created by executive producer.
Hold on a second.
I'm not the star. I'm not the fucking. I'm not the operating producer. I'm
Yeah.
not the best boy grip. I'm the creator and executive producer
Yeah, but hold
of the Dent Report.
I'm not denying that, but I had also been like, hey, we need to get something involved with Goldberg on a weekly basis. Did I not say that?
Yeah.
And you were like, you guys should do a show together.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I certainly don't want Matty on our show all the time. I was like, you guys should do your own show called the Dent Report.
Well, it's been going really well.
I fucking took 2 horses on fucking ropes to water, and then you guys drank, and you feel like you fucking invented water.
No, I give you full credit.
Thank you.
Don't give him fucking full credit. Don't give him full credit.
Oh, I'm scared of him.
Damn it, Matty. Okay, guys, let's do some more prop
like
bets.
Justin Timberlake was in NSYNC, but that fucking sex predator created NSYNC. You know what I mean?
Is that the guy who's created all the other bands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lou Pearlman.
Is he dead?
I think he might have hung himself or something, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he die in jail?
He was in jail. Yeah, I think he did die in jail. Anyway, let's move
Can
on.
we
to
talk about Danny Amendola? Can you see the over/under on his receiving yards? Because I think he's gonna have a big game. I don't know if you can find that.
I'm
or not.
scrolling through here.
Some of these are crazy. Like, will a punter win the MVP? Like, come on.
Yeah. Hold on. I don't see.
There's got to be like a over/under.
You have one? Yeah. Is that on the CBS
What do you got,
one?
Trevor?
What do you have for like numbers of the receiving and running? I have a feeling there's not going to be a big running back game. Like, I don't think a running back is going to get 100 yards.
For Amendola, total yards over 52.5.
Oh, take
No,
that.
it's minus
Yeah.
115.
I still take. Take it, people. Load up on Danny Amendola over.
Are you saying 100-yard receiving game? What are we thinking here?
I mean, 52 is really low. I
Yeah.
think he had like 120 against Jacksonville.
You're
Remember,
right.
he's playing the Julian Edelman role.
He is. You are right about that.
Load up on that. The thing with Gronk, I just worry that he's going to get hurt, you know?
I agree. Dude, you can't even scroll down. There's just so many fucking ads.
Yeah.
Dude, this is CBS Sports. Do they really need this many ads?
See, as far as rushing yards, I don't see anybody having like a big rushing game. You know, I see it being like a lot of screen passes, a lot of those illegal Patriot screens. And I just think
By the way, everyone does that now. I don't think that's just the
I'm
Patriots
joking.
thing.
I'm joking. I'm just
Yeah.
taking shots at Joe.
I don't
Am I
say anything
all
about
right?
your illegals. I mean,
You always dig the Patriots with the
the
screens.
Oh, you mean the
picks.
you mean the pick
Picks,
play?
yeah, the picks, yeah.
Well, how about this one? I think this is an interesting one with Patriots receivers. Brandon Cooks, total receptions. Over 4.5 is even. Under 4.5 is minus 130. I think Brandon Cooks has 5 catches.
The one thing I think about
They're
him
going to throw
is,
the damn ball.
like against Jacksonville, he had 2 major plays, but they were pass interferences, so he doesn't get those yards. So I see him maybe getting a big pass interference, but sometimes he gets lost in these games.
Yeah, I think the key to this game for the Patriots is the short pass,
And Amendola.
and that's
Hogan.
Amendola, and that's Hogan, and Brandon Cooks will have a couple big plays. He'll stretch the field with him, but it'll be 2 or 3. I might take the under on that.
All right, what about Nick Foles? Total completions. Over 22.5. That's at minus 115. Under 22.5, which is also minus 115.
I think the way the game's played, because of all the little screen passes, I'm going to take the over on both quarterbacks. just because I feel like there's not going to be a running game for either team. Like, in a sense, the running games now are like these short little passes.
Sure.
I'm going to go under. I think Super Bowls, whenever you watch them, they go faster than you'd think. Like, there's always, like, it seems like the game goes fast. You look at Super Bowls, what quarterback does have, 25 completions, 30 completions, besides last year when Brady's got to come back, and besides the games that are super blowouts, a lot of games are, 19 completions, 20 completions. I agree with the screen pass could hurt you.
I'm going to go under on Foles.
I'm going to go under.
We're at, you want to do this?
Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, let's just we've covered so much.
I stepped on Andy.
You didn't step on me at all.
I like when I crack Trevor up. It's hard because he laughs too hard at Joe. You know what it's like? You ever do a stand-up show?
He laughs too hard at Joe. I think Trevor just laughs at funny things.
You ever do a stand-up show and somebody's like laughing at your jokes? Well, in my case, they laugh at me, but they're laughing so hard you think they're like mocking you. Like, my jokes aren't that funny.
Yeah.
I feel like Trevor has that with Joe.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's some sort of drug situation going on. Like Trevor brings him weed for free or something. I haven't.
Trevor just appreciates good humor. That's why he ended up being here as the Dirty Sports podcast intern.
Yeah, because
he likes funny shit. That's why he laughs at me, and that's why it seems like he may be in a coma whenever you're talking.
Because Prano set all that up. Yeah, he set the whole thing up with Trevor.
I didn't say I set it up.
Like, we should put a mic on your laugh track. Like,
that's what I've said. I think he brings a great energy.
He's got a good laugh. Yeah.
That's why Trevor's never, like, Andy will just be like, we're doing the show without Trevor, because he doesn't like when Trevor's here laughing at me and not him.
Yes, that's my whole game plan. We're doing the show without Trevor. Yes, that's
you're like, I just forgot to call him.
But he should be Mike because it's like, on a sitcom, you're like programmed to laugh.
Yeah.
At the laugh track, he's like a great laugh track.
Do you want him to start
filmed in front of a live stoner audience?
Do you want Trevor to start showing up to the Dent Report?
That'd be cool. But he only laughs at Joe, so he might not laugh.
Yeah, but nobody. But we don't. Anyway,
what about Andy?
Can we get to the fucking MVP?
Yeah.
Super Bowl MVP. This is the last one we'll do.
Yep.
Odds-on favorite, of course, Tom Brady, -130. Then you have Nick Foles at +350. Gronk at +1,500. Deion Lewis +2,000. Brandon Cooks +2,200. Rex Burkhead. That's an interesting one.
Bengal great.
Yeah, at +2,500. Jay Ajayi, 2,500. Ertz, 2,500. Alshon Jeffrey. Anyway, you guys can see there's a big list in front of me.
What's Alshon Jeffrey's odds?
+3,000.
I like that as just from a gambling standpoint.
Yeah, you put a buck.
He has
on
a couple big plays.
Yeah, I like Deion Lewis. Like, obviously, he'll probably be a quarterback, whoever wins. But Deion Lewis is one of those guys that, like, he can have a game where he returns a kickoff for a touchdown, runs for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, he had a game like that where he did all three. Like, he has, like, he's the one guy that can possibly
What's
get over
Amendola?
Brady.
Danny Amendola
30,
is...
and that's another good
Yeah.
one.
That's another one. What if he has a big punt return?
Yep.
I'm going to put a couple bucks on Amendola. I'm going to put a couple bucks on Alshon Jeffrey. I mean, Tom Brady will probably win. If the Patriots win, Tom Brady wins it or Amendola wins it.
What
because
about Deion?
Deion
I
could have gotten it last year. Did Brady get it last year?
Yeah.
James White.
Yeah.
That's what I meant, yeah.
But I think Amendola, because he could have a big special teams moment. Alshon Jeffrey could have just a couple big plays. But honestly, if the Eagles win, I think it's a defensive player. Because when
It'll
teams,
be a low-scoring
like
game.
if the Eagles defense dominates the Patriots, if that's what happens, then you got to look at a defensive player who had a pick or a pick six or a
Like
fumble
a Von
recovery.
Miller type game.
Yeah.
Did Von Miller win that the year the Broncos won? He must have got it, right?
So you want to look at some defensive players, Joe?
Yeah.
So you have plus, so 100.
I mean, I think Tom Brady's winning because I think the Patriots are winning the game.
Chris Long at +1,000. Malcolm Butler +1,000. Stephen Gilmore +1,000.
I mean, it's highly. I mean, for the Eagles, have a much better chance with a defensive player like a Fletcher Cox or something. But it's for this. Take a shot with Deion Lewis or
Brady's winning
Amendola,
the MVP.
But it's going to be a quarterback on either team. Like, that's the thing. It's a 90% chance it's a quarterback on either team.
Yeah, if they win, Brady's winning the MVP.
Agree.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's do some other football news pretty quickly. We have... Oh, by the way, I just want to say this as we finish up the bet stuff. $4.6 billion, I read this, will be bet on the Super Bowl. $4.6 billion. Only 3% of that legally.
Hysterical.
Which shows just fucking legalized gambling everywhere already.
I agree.
$4.6 billion and only 3% of that is legal.
So funny. Just put it in gas stations.
Just make it everywhere.
I also don't know how they're coming up with that number.
Well,
They're
the
like-
only place is Vegas.
They're like, hey, Dom, how many people bet with you this Super Bowl? He's like, took like $400,000 in bets.
I think it's
Hey, look, don't go publishing that though, because it's not exactly legal.
I think
Who
they
the
go.
fuck is calculating this?
It's a good point.
I think they go with the offshore booking, like so they go to like Bovada.
Oh, so those aren't legal gambling.
No, they're all legal. So like they go to those places.
No,
and
they're
like,
legal
hey,
in that country.
You're not breaking a law if you're betting.
Yeah, but they're
right.
Yeah, but they probably like did a survey. Like, look, we're not going to get you in trouble. We just want to know how much money.
But that's not
American
considered
money.
illegal, is it?
Yeah, it is. It totally is.
Are you breaking the law if you bet
No.
on on Bovada or
those
BetDSI?
sites? Those sites are still
You're definitely
technically
breaking the law if
illegal,
you bet on my bookie, but
they're still technically illegal. I don't know. Like nobody cracks down on it, but it is for some reason it's illegal to use those sites.
Okay.
Everybody uses them. It's stupid.
It's not illegal, or the site wouldn't be operating in the United States. It's still operating. I think you're wrong on this.
that's why I don't know.
yeah,
that's
but
why
why couldn't you get paid out in like PayPal or through your bank account? You know?
It's illegal to gamble.
I mean,
but,
they
yeah, who
send
knows?
you these ridiculous checks if you don't use Bitcoin. I used to get checks from like Montreal meat packing.
That sounds like a gay porn too.
Well, I'm just saying that's there. If it was like legit, you would get like a real check.
Yeah.
So it's weird how it is. I just think nobody cracks down on it, but technically it's
But
legal.
let's just make this shit legal.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so big news yesterday, fellas. Alex Smith has been traded. He's changing his Native American tribes from the Chiefs to the Redskins.
You're a Giants fan. Are you terrified about Alex Smith being in your division?
No, not at all. I actually I sat and I thought about long and hard today. I was like, who's a better quarterback, Kirk Cousins or Alex Smith?
About even.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pretty even.
I don't know. I actually saw this tweeted today.
I know what you're going to read. I saw this.
saw
tweet.
this?
Yeah, I saw this exact same
Kirk
thing.
Cousins, 29 years old. Alex Smith, 33 years old. Kirk Cousins, 4,000-yard seasons. Alex Smith, 1. Total TD pass in the last 3 seasons. Kirk Cousins, 81. Alex Smith, 61. Now, that's not everything because I think we agree that what makes Alex Smith good, a good quarterback,
It's not turning the ball
is
over.
that he's very careful with the ball. But I don't think that takes you to a Super Bowl. I'd rather, and I don't want him on any team, and I always look forward to playing him, but I don't want, I'd rather have Kirk Cousins than Alex Smith. Because I think as bad of a game that he can have sometimes, he also has games where he has huge games. Alex Smith is just like Mr. Consistently fine.
Is Jay Gruden doing a good job as a coach? I think he's not.
I think
terrible.
I think what Jay Gruden has going for him is his older brother.
I agree. Like his name.
He's
keeps him
got the
going.
name, and I think we might have talked about it on the show. Andrew Hawkins told Prano and I at the Now We're Talking thing that he lost the Bengals that playoff game against the Chargers in, I believe, 2014.
He was the OC.
Yeah, he was the offensive coordinator at the time. He put that on Gruden, not on Marvin Lewis.
Sure.
And he obviously played on that team. I think Jay Gruden for sure lives off his name. And what has he done?
He's got one division on a year that basically the NFC East turned into the AFC South. So it was a year that everybody washed out.
Well, the other thing I don't understand is Alex Smith is older, and people are acting like they didn't want to pay Kirk Cousins $27 million, but you were only paying Kirk Cousins $27 million because you refused to give him a contract. I don't believe that the Redskins couldn't sign Kirk Cousins for $18 million if they wanted to.
Did you see? I couldn't believe this. Did you see what they're paying Alex Smith?
It's preposterous.
They're paying Alex Smith $71 million in guaranteed. His extension is 4 years for $94 million. They're giving $71 million in guaranteed to Alex Smith.
I was going to make a point, but I guess it's mute now. But I see the Redskins organization is so bad. I can even see them drafting a quarterback. Kind of like, Alex, don't worry, you're the guy. You have nobody to look on, because this year Mahomes is like he's that young kid. And
and that's the thing. I understand that finances are a part of it. I understand that the Chiefs now are paying their quarterback, $20 million less a year. And maybe they believe in Mahomes. Maybe they don't think Mahomes will be as good as Alex Smith year one, but they also just saved $15 million that they can spread around.
Well, he just didn't get the job done either.
But that's the thing. Alex Smith, and people will always be like, Alex Smith's great. What the fuck are you talking about? Alex Smith led the league in passer rating, and he's on to his third team. He's the number one overall pick. He's on to his third team, and he's lost his 2 starting jobs to quarterbacks with not very much starting experience.
One no experience.
One no experience and one half a year of experience.
Well, Alex Smith he's the steroid version of Tyrod Taylor, right? Where, in a way, I mean, obviously Taylor needs to play more years, but he's not going to, like you're saying, turn the ball over. He's going to complete a high percentage of passes. It's going to be the quick, screens or the quick crossing pattern where you better hope the guy breaks some tackles. Somebody like a Travis Kelce that can maybe bolster your numbers. That's what Alex Smith is.
He's a field goal guy. He drives you down, and there's a video of God, he missed a guy wide open in the end zone. They kicked the field goal.
He's not going to thread the needle.
Yeah, and he's not going to throw an interception in the red zone. He's just going to kind of do his thing and be good enough. But
what Alex Smith is?
You don't have that next step.
You know that guy who you might be friends with from high school or college who he settles down and he marries the cute girl, the first and only girl he ever had sex with? And he just settles because she's funny, she's cute, she's attractive, but she's not next level personality wise or looks. And your boy just settles. That's what Alex Smith is.
Yeah, he's on to his third team. I just don't understand giving him $23 million a year, and I just don't like. I don't think Kirk Cousins is great. I think both of them are good quarterbacks, not great quarterbacks. But I would fear every once in a while. With Kirk Cousins, we're either going to get a huge game out of Kirk Cousins and he's going to beat the Giants, or we're going to sack him 7 times, he's going to throw 3 picks, and we're going to beat the shit out of the Redskins. With Alex Smith, I'm going, great, come in here and throw a bunch of fucking screens, bend, don't break, let's keep you to field goals, let's win the game with a real quarterback.
Where does Kirk Cousins go is the big question.
I mean, doesn't Kirk Cousins just reek of playing in Arizona?
I say Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
That would be dumb.
Why?
Because Minnesota would be better off with Alex Smith than they would Kirk Cousins. They have a great defense. You're going to have Kirk Cousins in there being like, you like that? And potentially having a 7-sack game.
What about
I think
Denver?
It'd be perfect.
I could see him being in Denver because they have a defense that could win now, and you can't take a chance on drafting out. You're still 2 years away from him playing well. I mean, Alex Smith, another guy with a defense that good, you'd be better off having there. But doesn't Kirk Cousins just look like a fucking Arizona Cardinal?
Yes.
Isn't he like?
In fact, if him and Drew Stanton stood next to each other, I'd be like, who's who?
Yeah. Kirk Cousins, can't you just see him going and becoming Carson Palmer? It's like week 15, people are talking about him being the MVP, and then he throws 17 interceptions in the playoffs, breaking the all-time record by 11.
What are the teams that need a quarterback? There's only 4 or 5.
Well, there's
Jacksonville.
Well, they just re-signed Bortles.
They did?
Yeah. Which is crazy.
When did they re-sign him?
I think yesterday. He just got a big deal.
Trevor shaking his head no. Did they not resign
they
him?
didn't?
I thought he had an injury.
They committed.
They said that he's going to be the quarterback in next year.
Okay.
They give him a promise ring?
Yeah. That can always change. But if you look at it, so you have Arizona, Minnesota, possibly, Denver, and who else?
Giants. I saw Giants in there.
But Shermer said he's going to stick with Eli.
Sure. Okay.
So only 3 teams you can really go to.
Cleveland. You're forgetting Cleveland.
Yeah, but I heard he doesn't want to go to Cleveland.
Well, no one wants to go to Cleveland.
Nobody wants to go to Cleveland. Nobody. I don't know. Real quick.
I think he ends up in Arizona or Denver.
Yeah, I agree. And another NFL news, Fox today agreed to a $3.3 billion deal for Thursday Night Football. So,
But that's significantly lower than the last deal because people are boycotting.
yeah, that's what social
Isn't
media.
it?
That's what social media would tell you.
Isn't it? What did they pay for last time?
No, they paid actually more money.
Oh, this time they paid for
So they're paying, I believe, and you guys could look this up. I believe Fox is going to pay $60 million
a game.
a game, and I believe NBC and CBS, which split it, was $35 to $40 million.
I think it was $45 million.
So they're
Okay.
paying more.
So it's a 33% increase.
So those boycotts worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not into boycotts. I hate boycotts.
Yeah.
They're a waste of time.
They're only paying more because of inflation. Thanks, Obama.
What? See, then Trevor didn't even laugh at that. I don't even know what the hell that was.
I know what that was. It's Prano mocking all the fucking retards
I
on
didn't
social
know.
media. And it is just...
Not only that, but it was Fox. That's what made it so fucking great. Fox, guys. Fox did it. I don't think, obviously, I'm not talking to any of those people because at this point, if you were one of those fucking you should stand for the anthem, boycott America people, like you're only listening because you're Matt Costello and you want to hear me hate on the Eagles. But anybody else at this point has to have moved on to a different podcast because I've already said that you're a complete and utter jackass. But you can't, it's over. You lose. You get nothing. They paid 33% more than they did in the last deal. There is no boycotts. Ratings are not down. It's all fucking sham. You talk about fake news. Here's real news. Real numbers. They just paid $60 million a game as compared to $45 million a game for the last deal. You lose. You're wrong. You get nothing.
And like it too.
And we've been saying it all. We've been saying it all along. Football's not going anywhere.
Nope.
Until people stop paying money. This is $3.3 billion. Until people stop paying money, it's not going anywhere. And on top of that, they're saying Buck and Aikman, because not all the other networks are putting out all their primetime guys.
Right.
Fox is like, fuck that. Aikman and Buck are doing every Thursday night game that they do.
Let's go over this one more. $3.3 billion for Thursday Night Football. Everybody's agreed Thursday Night Football, by far the worst football.
It's the side piece.
$3.3 billion.
Yes. Football's healthy. We got to do the next story, Andy. I've been like salivating for that.
Which one?
The Bob Costas.
Funny, I wasn't even going to cover it, but let's do it.
Oh, I was all ready.
We gotta get moving here.
Yeah.
I just want to say, what a douchebag. So Bob Costas doesn't want to be a part of the Super Bowl because he's concerned about CT. Get the fuck over yourself. I got news for you, bro. There's not one person in America that's like, oh my God, Bob Costas is not doing a Super Bowl. You do these lame rants, these PC bullshit rants before football games that are a waste of time and fucking annoying. You're a piece of shit. You've been following football for years. You didn't see people killing each other in the 80s. You didn't see LT fucking fuck up Joe Theismann's leg and you didn't realize it was violent then. Now you know it's violent. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit.
Is he doing the Olympics?
I fucking hope not. He's the worst. He sits there and he's so arrogant talking about Mickey Mantle's dick. He can suck it. He's always like, baseball, with the wild card.
Now Trevor's laughing
Baseball with the wild card. This tradition. When I grew up, Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris used to polish my nutsack. Now it's changed. Fuck you. You fucking wuss. Get out of sports.
You know what?
Old man. Get out of sports, Bob Costas.
Matty, I wholeheartedly agree.
With your CT, I'm gonna be the righteous PC guy in this world and be like, I'm not gonna participate in these mean gladiators hitting each other. It's like, dude, he covered football for 20 years.
Well, that's what he says. Let me just read his actual quote. This is from November. I've been making the same points for several years, often on NBC. In halftime commentaries, interviews with Roger Goodell and other prominent NFL figures, blah, blah, blah. I have addressed the issue of football and its undeniable connection to the brain. Matty is 100% right. No shit, dude. No shit.
I've also said, though, I've said for years, why is NBC paying Bob Costas to show up at halftime? They're flying him. I'll tell you what he doesn't care about. He doesn't care about the environment. He's flying on a private jet to a different football stadium every week to talk for 3 minutes at halftime.
I think they basically gave that to Mike Tirico, though.
Yeah, but Mike Tirico will just talk about ass and titties. He's like, oh, well, Bob Costas has this whole thing about, gun control. Yeah, I'm going to go with ass and titties.
Okay. Prano, when do you have to leave? In like any minute?
As soon as we're done.
Okay. Because, damn, we could save this stuff for next episode.
The Blake Griffin.
I mean, we can't save the Blake Griffin trade.
Okay.
Blake Griffin got traded to the fucking Pistons. It's a sports show.
Okay.
I know we got to let Matty fucking pretend he's in a porno because this is the only excitement he gets in his life. But fuck, Blake Griffin got traded to the goddamn Pistons.
I don't think it helps the Pistons at all. And man,
I don't give a shit about the trade.
it's dumb.
This is what I want to address. I want to
Yeah.
address the bigger issue of the trade.
I like the trade for both teams.
I think it's a
it
good
does
trade.
help- I think it does help the
Clippers are
Pistons a little
starting
bit.
over.
And yeah, the Clippers are starting over. And anybody that's freaking out about it, everywhere Jerry West has gone, he's fixed the fucking team.
But let me
He's
ask
made them
you,
champions.
Let me ask you a question, though. If they're starting over, why not get a new coach to start over?
No, they absolutely should. I just
They
don't
will.
Think, I don't think they're firing him in the middle of the season. I
They'll
think
fire him next-
Doc's got to be gone.
Yeah.
He's got to go.
He's got to be gone.
You can't give him a second team to build on. He already failed with he was like, if you're a cook and you get a lot of great ingredients, and he had a lot of great ingredients, he failed miserably.
We're talking about him only winning once with the Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
And the Clippers,
They
no,
never.
nothing.
People don't. I don't think people fully realize this. With DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul, and Blake Griffin, they never made it past the second round, guys.
That's
But the
sad.
game had passed that. That was also a bad Doc Rivers GM because the game had passed you by. Now you're going with two bigs and a point guard that doesn't shoot threes.
Yeah.
Wake up! The NBA's passed you by. Mike D'Antoni's got every team shooting fucking 43s a game.
God, I like the Rockets this year. I think they're gonna do it, man.
No,
I like him too.
I still like the Warriors. But my biggest issue with this trade is it brought something to light that I just didn't know existed via Twitter. From my tweet, from Joe's tweet, from everybody who was making the same joke, and it was a funny joke that he goes from living in L.A., the beaches of SoCal,
Yeah.
to just the slums of Detroit.
Yep.
The amount of Midwesterners, Prano. These guys, I'm from the Midwest. The amount of people defending Detroit and Michigan and the Midwest and, oh, well, there's traffic in California. Oh, there's like,
Dude, I went swimming today. I jumped in my pool. January 31st.
I mean, not only do I have to go, but I think my thoughts on the Midwest have been fully covered on the show.
anyway, I'm going to write a blog about it because that's what I do in 2018.
I think,
But I mean, kill yourself if you're fucking even comparing those two places.
I mean-
kill yourself if you live in the Midwest. I mean, what? Like, look, if you can't find a way to get out, it's cool. Nothing to be ashamed of. There's a lot of people that haven't achieved in life. If you're okay with mediocrity, if you're fucking your slump buster.
No, I'm not even going to say that.
Oh, come on.
I think the Midwest is great. It's a great place to raise a family. It
Yeah.
really is.
If your family loves Applebee's.
but look at
Hold on a second. It's a great place to raise your family. And you can get, obviously, a lot more for your money. The value is way better. That's fine. But for someone... I don't want to go fully down
Yeah,
this,
you
but
can get you
Hold
get
on.
even
Hold on, let me
more
finish.
for your money in fucking Burma.
let me finish. What I'm going to say is, my only point is, as far as the weather, the aesthetics, all that shit, dude, come on, Midwest.
being
Like,
ridiculous.
I'm just gonna let aesthetics go
silly.
because I gotta fucking be somewhere.
The thing is, too, is like Blake Griffin started living the LA life. He's dating the celebrity girl.
He's doing stand up.
He's doing stand up. He's having a blast out here. Do you think he really wants to go to Detroit? He's having the fucking life out here.
I think the closest stand up comedy club's like a fucking improv in Toronto.
Yeah, it's gonna be the rooms are gonna be a lot rougher in Saskatoon. Having to do 20
It's
minutes
like I gotta
there.
go to Upper Peninsula just to do a fucking open mic.
well, Joe, I know you got to get moving.
Joe, as a big NBA fan, because you're a bigger fan, will the Pistons? He's not a franchise guy that's gonna
No.
He's just a guy that can dunk a little, and I don't think he ever worked on his game to be a great
I
player.
disagree. He has found an outside shot. I think he is a complete basketball player. But the bottom line is, in the NBA these days, you can't build around Blake Griffin because Blake Griffin isn't like diverse enough. Like, yeah, now he has an outside shot. He's a nice piece. Blake Griffin could be the starting power forward on a championship team, but I don't think
He's not
Blake
the guy.
Griffin is the NBA Finals MVP.
No, he's not. You know what Reggie Miller? I listened to what Reggie Miller said the other day on the trade.
He's a great player, though.
But Reggie
no doubt about it.
Reggie Miller's he would not agree with that.
Well,
That-
but
hold on,
of all the people.
No, but hold on. I thought he made a good point. Reggie Miller said that Blake Griffin is a very good player. He specifically said, it was the Dan Patrick show, he said, I don't think he's a great player. I think he's a really good player. He goes, Blake has just never been a great
I
player.
agree with Reggie Miller.
And I agree with Reggie Miller, too.
He just doesn't take over games like the last 5 minutes. He's not going to be the guy just like, give me the ball.
Well, that's
I'm
different than being a great. I don't think that means you're a great player. I think, like I just said, I think being the go-to guy on a team, the guy who takes over a game is the guy that's going to be the NBA Finals MVP, the guy that you want to have the ball. That doesn't mean that Blake Griffin can't be the starting power forward on a championship team. I think Blake Griffin is a top, 4 or 3 or 4 power forward in the league. That's, when you go into a game, especially in the NBA, it's all about matchups. And you go into the game, you're winning the power forward position more often than not with Blake Griffin. Are there some young guys coming up? Absolutely. But I agree. He's not the guy. You can't build a team around Blake Griffin. I agree with that.
He ain't the man. Okay, guys. Prano's got to get moving. DirtySports.com. I've actually been updating it. All new pictures. We're going to add more. Dent Report is up there now. The Dirty Sports Network is happening, so go check it out. Get merch. Drop an iTunes review. I jerk off to those at night. I pleasure myself. Leave me a review. Come on. Matty.
At Matty Goldberg 1. And thanks, guys. Thanks for the care about the dog, the 3-legged dog. I appreciate all your kindness. And
I'm sorry.
Was it your dog?
My neighbor's dog.
I'm sorry I killed the dog.
Andy would just get so frustrated.
I said that dog needed to die, and it literally died within 3 days. I'm a terrible person. Prano.
Yo.
I know you got shows.
Are you taking the lift to the show?
I am, yeah.
You want Jason to drive you?
If you're leaving immediately.
Let me see if I can get him.
Take this off air.
So JoePrano.com for shows. I got a bunch of shows coming up. San Diego at the end of the month. A bunch of shows in LA that I'm doing a bunch of great shows in LA. They're not quite up on my website yet, but if you're in LA, check that throughout the month. Palm Springs beginning of next month. New York after that. So a bunch of road shows being added. Trying to get up to Portland. So, yeah, stay on JoePrano.com. Follow me on Twitter at FixYourLife, Instagram, Joe Prano, all that stuff.
Cool.
There's a Facebook page now. Facebook comedy, Joe Prano Comedy. Listen to the Dent Report, which I created.
Unbelievable. Yeah, and I put up a bunch of shows in SoCal myself at AndyRuther.com, at Andy Ruther on Twitter. You guys know where to
He's
find
headlining
us.
Brad's Pad next weekend. He's going to be doing shot bongs.
Shot Fongs and this driving hammer through a Jack in the Box.
He's doing the roofie attic at Brad's Pads. It's the smaller room.
I'll be here in 5 minutes. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, do it off air. Matty, you can't. We're still recording.
I'm trying to make Trevor laugh. I love his laugh.
I love these shows. They're always a lot of fun. Matty, thank you for doing it.
Okay, can I give you my last mush prediction?
Yeah, go for it.
Because I'm 0-2 the last 2 years. 2 years ago, I said the best bet, Carolina minus 3.5 at halftime. Loss. Last year, take the under 59.5. Loss. I can't go 0-3, folks. I can't go. I'm taking the over as my best bet, 48.5. Take the over, and then take your bookie and shove that up your ass.
And who's winning the game, Matty?
31-28 Patriots.
All right. It's been a fun Super Bowl preview.
Look at this. I have bad news for Joe. You can come with us, but Jason had sex with this weird girl.
I don't give a fuck. It's
And
better
there's
than
a
paying for a
towel.
lift.
There's a towel in the back. He pulls out a towel and he goes, "Check this towel." He goes, "It's got period blood on it."
Dear
Maybe I
God.
will just take the lift.
All right. That's not how I wanted to end this episode. Guys, thanks for listening, and most importantly, do not forget, condoms are for pussies.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.